So what do you think a scrub daddy can tell you about how to moisturize high porosity hair? Hey guys, Karen with Curl House. I'm a licensed cosmetologist and a certified trichologist. And today we are going to talk about how to maintain and moisturize high porosity hair. So what is porosity? Porosity is your hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture. All right, so we're going to use these blinds as an example to demonstrate porosity. Porosity, again, is your hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture. The cuticle layer is what we're most concerned about with porosity because your porosity is determined by whether or not your cuticle or outer layer is open or closed. Low porosity hair, the cuticle layer lies flat, very similar to these blinds. It lies flat, and with flat or closed cuticle, it is difficult for water to pass through a closed cuticle. So it's harder for your hair to absorb moisture in low porosity hair because the cuticle layer lies flat. Now, high porosity hair is the opposite. High porosity hair, the cuticle layer is open. So high porosity hair, it is very easy for water to be absorbed. So it's absorbed quickly, but it is released or exits the hair strand just as quickly. That is why it is more difficult for people with high porosity hair to retain moisture. So they can absorb it quickly, but cannot retain it. So I'm going to give you some tips on how you can retain moisture in high porosity hair, and I am going to use my Scrub Daddy sponge as an example. Okay, so this Scrub Daddy can tell us a lot about how to moisturize high porosity hair. So the Scrub Daddy, I'm using the sponge as an example representing a hair strand, or more specifically the cuticle layer of the hair strand, simply because the role of a sponge is to absorb and to release moisture, just like the cuticle layer of your hair. Now the smiley face part, the two holes in the smiley face, that's going to represent high porosity hair, because high porosity hair, the cuticle layer is open. So with it being open, it's going to take up more moisture or more water and release it just as quickly. So high porosity hair, the best way to moisturize hair in general is to use a water-based product. So when I'm talking about moisturizing, I'm talking about using your water-based products. There are 3 categories for water-based products. It is like water-based products that are very, very liquidy, have a very high concentration of water. Then there are cream water-based products that still have water in them, but not as much water because they're thick. The third one is a thicker cream. A lot of thicker creams may have more butters in them, may have more fatty acids in them. The viscosity level is much higher. So it's a cream, but it's a thicker cream. So let me ask you, between the 3, the liquid water-based, the cream water-based, or the butter water-based, which one do you think would be more effective for moisturizing your high porosity hair? So we're going to start with the liquid first, something that's high in liquid, like a leave-in conditioner, moisturizer, what I call a liquidy one. If you're taking a liquidy or high liquid leave-in conditioner or moisturizer, and if you're putting it in your high porosity hair, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but that liquid is going in the hair strand, but it is exiting just as quickly because it is such a high concentration of water. Now, if you take a creamier leave-in conditioner or moisturizer, again, water-based, what's going to happen when you use a cream, it is absorbed in the hair strand. Some comes out, as you can see, but some of it sticks as well. It's right in here. Some of it sticks as well. So the high porosity hair is able to better retain a creamier liquid-based moisturizer than it is a watery or high liquid leave-in conditioner or moisturizer. Now the third moisturizer I said is the one that has more butters, more oils. It's thicker in consistency. So what do you think is going to happen when I use that type of moisturizer in high porosity hair or in the open cuticle? So this is a thicker, much thicker moisturizer. And you can see, you can even see here, the thicker, creamier one is going in very, very slowly, but it's not being released. So if you have high porosity hair, it is my recommendation that you use a water-based product that's either creamy or has more oils or butters in it, a thicker consistency, so that that moisturizer does not escape your hair or exit your hair strand as quickly. And after you apply your moisturizer, make sure that you seal it with an oil. High porosity hair oil examples would be castor oil, would be great. You could use hair butters. That's wonderful. Avocado butter, or excuse me, avocado oil is great as well. But sealing, making sure that you're putting an oil over your water-based product to keep it moisturized longer. I just wanted to give you a few reasons as to why you might have high porosity hair in the first place. When we first go natural, or in general, our natural hair is typically low porosity. So our curls, our curl pattern, that cuticle layer is tight. It lies flat. Now, some of the things that will open that cuticle is chemicals, like when we had relaxed hair, we instantly had high porosity hair, or permanent color can open the hair cuticle. If we're applying a lot of heat to our hair, if we're flat ironing our hair a lot or blow drying it out all the time, that can cause your cuticle layer to be lifted as well. Also, constant manipulation of your hair, combing, twisting, retwisting, just high manipulation hairstyles and high manipulation of your hair can cause that cuticle layer to chip, and therefore you have high porosity hair. So I encourage you, if you do have high porosity hair, start to moisturize your hair properly so that you can maintain the health of your hair. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up for the like. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And until we talk again, stay back.